However, he also wished to warmly congratulate His Excellency, the Executive Governor of Edo State, on this very laudable stride of the launch of the Edo State Basic Education Sector Transformation, popularly known as EDO BEST. It is no surprise that this is coming at this time, because His Excellency has proven to be one of the most education-friendly governors of this country. Therefore, this is no surprise to any one of us. The Universal Basic Education Commission is very proud of His Excellency, the Executive Governor, and his sincerity of purpose in ensuring that what he has promised is now being taken into consideration. This will surely ensure effective implementation of basic education in Edo State.
I must confess that I am one of the teachers who have been watching your administration since its inception, and we are satisfied with all what you have been doing. I want to, on behalf of myself and the leadership of the union and the entire teachers of Edo State, pledge our loyalty to your administration. This is evidenced in the regular payment of salary to my teachers, restoration of LTG at the point of payment, at the point of entry, and the payment of the arrear of the LTG of 2016. We appreciate you. And recently, you have just approved the promotion of 2013, 2014, and 2015.
We quickly implement the promotion that His Excellency graciously approved. Mr. Chairman, NEC, I want to assure you that the super staff is more than equal to the task. In less than 1 week, they were able to type 10,661 promotion letters. Your promotion letters is on the way, and your stipend will get into your bank account before your promotion letters.
I don't see many.
Please be seated. Teachers are great. Certainly there is no controversy that you are all great. Today is your day. So let me waive all protocols. During my inauguration, I promised Edo people that one of the cardinal programs I will pursue as a governor will be to reenact education the way we know it. We knew that things had broken down. We knew our educational system was totally broken. But we did not know how and where to start fixing the system. But I was convinced that to rebuild a house, to rebuild any structure, you have to start from the base. And the base of our educational system is basic education. And so that's why I've always said, if we have 100 naira to spend on education, 40 naira of that 100 must be spent on basic education. Because if you build the foundation solid, there's nothing you cannot put or layer on that foundation. I found that we had begun to focus much more on the paper qualifications rather than on learning itself, on education itself. So we found the solution in technology. A technology that had been tested and proven in some other parts of the world. It wasn't cheap, but because of our commitment, we decided to. We negotiated hard. We did all the things we had to do in the last 1 year, and we were able to strike a deal. And that is the result of what you are seeing today. That is one reason why we are committed, whatever it will take, to make sure that every child who finished basic school in Edo State has the capacity to not only read, write, but to think clearly and logically, and can do anything they want to do after basic education. The key pillars to the success of our basic education transformation is based on the governance of our schools. So we are no longer in Edo State going to have a situation where anybody just becomes a head teacher. The process for screening and selecting head teachers will be taken very, very seriously from now. Our head teachers will no longer be selected on the basis of favoritism or politics. They will only be selected on the basis of competence. And the reason is that we cannot take the risk of placing the future of our children in the hands of people who do not have the capacity to mold them. Other key pillar, which is what we are doing here today, is the emphasis on the teacher, supporting the teacher, making the work of the teacher easier so that they can groom the children properly. Walking in today and seeing how motivated those of you who have participated in this pilot are, that has given me immeasurable pleasure. And I want to assure you that this is only the beginning. This is a pilot for the first 300 schools. It is very important that the communities take ownership, because my predecessor did so much for education. I know how much we spend renovating schools in Edo State. But if you go around today, almost all the schools have been vandalized. You must let me know, let government know, when people encroach on school land. We now have what we call a fencing squad. We are going to fence all our schools. And anybody who has built their houses in a school premises, please, that house now belongs to that school. Because I am going to fence that house into that school. We have done it in Benin Technical College already. If you have built on school land, we want to thank you for your donation to the school. In order to ensure that these children come to school, we are going to be working with local governments to set up what in some states they have called educational marshals. If a child is found loitering when they should be in school, that child parents will be arrested and fined. I was informed by the acting chairman of SUBEB that a certain amount is being given to those who are in the metropolitan area of around Benin City, and a certain amount is also added to those who have traveled from outside. I have decided that in addition to that, I will give you an additional 50%. On that note, I have the singular pleasure and privilege of launching the Edo State Basic Education Sector Transformation. EDO BEST. Congratulations.
I don't change my name. If you want somebody to love you, if you want to buy your I say everything that I don't change my name.